Hi there, in this video I'm going to show you my ideas for weapons and items for Team Fortress 2 Classic. While most of the ideas are made by me, some of them are made by community. I don't have a specific idea for Scout, Soldier and Pyro, so I'm going to start from Devilman.
As for the primary Devilman weapon, I'm thinking about a grenade launcher, which fires grenade projectiles that explode on impact, dealing additional 30% damage but has minus 75% clip size and reloads minus 50% slower. As for the design of that grenade launcher, I'm thinking about M79. Also, I have a maybe not so good idea, but how about letting the player choose shotgun as either primary or secondary weapon for Devilman? If player chooses both shotguns, will use same ammunition type. Or also letting player use gunboats, also a secondary slot. Now let's talk about heavy. As for the heavy primary weapon, I'm thinking about a shotgun that has 33% more ammo in its clip than regular shotgun, which gives it 8 bullets, 10% additional damage than regular shotgun. As for its downside, the thing is that it isn't a minigun. This shotgun is given to heavy for a more assault approach. As for the design, we can reuse family business from TF2. Did you know that originally heavy was meant to use lead pipe as its melee weapon rather than fists? How about reusing it? I have a simple idea for its stats. Deals 25% more damage but also has 25% smaller fire rate. Doesn't sound too good, am I right? If anyone has a better idea for the lead pipe stats, then write it in comments under this video. Now let's talk about one of my favorite classes, the Engineer. As for the primary weapon of Engineer, I think we might make something similar to this video that I will give in description. Maybe the design will be a bit different, or we will use something that looks like more like a shotgun, or maybe we will use the Rescue Ranger for the design. As for the secondary weapon, players are thinking about the revolver. Here are its stats: 50% less clip size than regular pistol, 20% more damage. Secondary attack allows player to fan the hammer drastically, increasing fire rate while also drastically decreasing accuracy. As for the regular pistol, how about making it fire similar way to how it was back in 2007 version of TF2? It will shoot similar to Half-Life 2 pistol, which means by holding primary attack button it will shoot semi-automatically, while constantly pressing primary attack button it will make it shoot a lot more faster. As for another secondary weapon idea, I'm thinking about an item that looks like Rescue Ranger Bolt. Beta name of that item will be Easy Fix. This item can be placed on a building if player will place it during warm-up. It will upgrade building to level 3. After warm-up, if building is hoarded, engineers can add Easy Fix into a selected building, making it regain its health up to its level of maximum health. Once used, engineer will require to find another Easy Fix in an ammo box or another item that can replenish ammunition. Now let's talk about the backpack, an idea created a bit by me and by community. Backpack works in a bit similar way to Team Fortress Classic. Once player equipped with backpack using primary or melee weapon slot goes to pick up map item, it will work as usually. But if player selects secondary slot while equipping backpack, map item will go into engineer's backpack. It can be placed on the ground by pressing primary attack button, or it can be given to another player by pressing secondary button. Engineer can have maximally 5 map items in his backpack. Each one makes him slower by minus 5%. Optionally, maybe this item will be used also by Scout in the same way to how Engineer will use it. As for the French, I got an idea. How about making first player to select Engineer during a match able to use Golden Wrench? A simple idea to encourage players to more play as Engineer and to introduce some of the TF2 NG mains to play as Engineer in TF2C. Also, I have an idea for the PDA that I call Texan Assault. It gives engineer plus 25% health, it increases construction speed by 50%, its downsides are sentry deals minus 15% damage and cannot be upgraded at all. Dispenser can be only upgraded to second level, while teleport can be upgraded to third level. Stats of this item might change. I also have idea for another PDA that we'll call as Texan Last Resort. It makes you able to upgrade your weldings to level 4. As a downside, it requires 300 metal for upgrading as weldings, and construction rate is slower by minus 50%. Now let's talk about my second favorite class, the Medic.
As for the primary weapon of Medic, I'm thinking about a throwable medkit that kinda works like a dispenser. Once thrown on ground, it will start healing nearby teammates. Can be destroyed by enemies, doesn't require maintenance. There can be only one throwable medkit. If Medic throws another one, first one will explode. Also, how about giving Medic M30 Luftwaffe drilling as primary weapon? Player named Kids said about the Medic gun that is able to heal multiple teammates at the same time. I think it is a good idea, as its downside it will be healing minus 50% slower and it won't be able to ubercharge. Medic melee weapons are really unbalanced. One needs nerf, one needs buff. As for the shock therapy, man, just look at this.
Oh no, my friend, you're hurt. I'm gonna save you.
Oh! And now imagine, you're trying to kill a heavy. He is nearly dead. And then out of nowhere, a medic appears and smashes him with shock therapy. And he now has 450 HP and he manages to kill you. At least make shock therapy work like large health kit or rather medium health kit. As for the Uber Spritz, we'll talk later. Now let's talk about my third favorite class, the Sniper. As for the Sniper primary weapon, I think hunting revolver isn't so much unbalanced weapon. It's really hard to aim from that weapon, but if so, ambassador like headshot cooldown could be only added. As for the secondary weapon, I'm thinking about Bear Trap. It is cut weapon from TF2. Player can place a bear trap. Once enemy stands on it, a loud noise will be heard, similar to Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas bear trap sound, making that enemy unable to move and he will receive bleeding damage. Enemy will have to destroy the bear trap by a melee weapon. Maximally one bear trap can be placed on ground. If player places another bear trap, first one will automatically destroy itself. As for the melee weapon, I think the Fishwalker is unbalanced weapon, both for player using it and enemies. A sniper using it can hide behind enemy lines and kill unsuspected soldier in 2 hits, or even heavy in 3 hits. Also this weapon makes player marked, which really easily can kill him. Just look at this situation. You're trying to kill Spy with it, he is nearly dead but Scout comes out of nowhere and kills you easily, just because he was marked for mini crits while using the Fishwalker. To balance it, I'm thinking about changing its stats on a bit. On hit, 100% chance to slow target, 10% damage penalty, 10% slower firing speed. Now let's talk about Spy. As for the Spy, I don't have a specific idea, but the tranquilizer gun making your screen go black, white is a bad idea, because then you don't know who are your teammates on 4-team match. I also have an idea for all classes, an item that replaces secondary slot. In case of Medic it's primary slot, while in case of Devilman, player can choose if either primary slot or secondary slot. It gives 35% fire resistance and gives afterburn immunity. As its downside, 10% speed penalty. Similar item was cut from TF2. Engineer Coilgun should have same depth effect as Raichu's Bison or Thompson 6000. The hunting rifle maybe shouldn't scope at all, but should be able to no-scope headshot with it. Problem with Medic Überspritz is that it's too much nerfed. Removing minus 25% health penalty should help, or making this weapon both Übersov and Vitasov. I think it's a better idea to remove minus 25% health penalty and maybe add Vitasov. And shock therapy should have minus 10% slower fire rate and deal minus 50% damage, while also making it work in a maybe similar way to TF2 Gunslinger, i.e. once missed hit, it will require to recharge Devilman dynamite pack, should have longer fuse. Maybe adding back Catcher's Mid for secondary scout, but I ain't sure if it's a good idea. Also, how about giving back to Pyro Branding Iron? Someone needs to think about its stats. It has to do something with fire, and maybe adding Beerstain. Now we come with another problem with TF2 Classic. Lack of TF2 weapons. Those weapons became so much important to us that we cannot imagine gameplay without of it. Team Fortress 2 Classic has become a lot more popular. It's now important to TF2 community. That's an important thing for the developers, to have a big community, and it's more important than original ideas being different. At the end, Team Fortress 2 Classic was created for the community, people, players. It's more important to have happy community than making original ideas. I think we really need to have those weapons that we got used to. Team Fortress 2 Classic doesn't have that much of weapons, so we should use most important TF2 weapons, the achievement unlocked ones. We might change their stats a bit, but they are still important. At the end, I don't want to see custom servers on Team Fortress 2 Classic having ported most important TF2 weapons. Personally, I wish Frontier Justice, Gerati Crusader's crossbow was added back. I have some ideas for change TF2 weapon stats. M60 for heavy, plus 25% faster spin up time, 10% more damage. Silent Killer, no barrel spin sound, 10% accuracy penalty, 50% fire rate penalty. An Engineer range, 20% faster repair rate, 15% faster firing speed, minus 25% damage penalty. Its design should be similar to this photo of Beta Engineer mill weapon. Now for some sort of cozy camper, plus 4 health regenerated per second on wearer, plus 15 bullets for sniper rifle, plus 20% higher jump. Also Team Fortress 2 Classic seems to be having new visual elements which really look cool, but as for the gameplay, play is delayed at random critical hits. That being said, thanks for watching, have a nice day, bye.